Okay, so I was talking against idols, and this is the part 2 of the video. So if you've not watched the part 1, you can leave this part 2 and go and look for the part 1 and watch, either on my profile or something. Just go and look for the part 1 and watch, so that you are going to understand this part 2 that I am coming to say. So what I was talking against idols, God hate idols. And there is an information that I wanted to give to Nigeria. You see, about the bandits, the Boko Haram and the kidnappers. I wanted to tell you the secret. You have to listen and pay attention to what I am saying. And then make sure this video gets to as many people as much as it can reach. Why are there bandits, Boko Haram and kidnappers? Listen to me. Some people are saying that it's because of bad government. It's a lie. It's a very, very big lie. Some people are saying it is because of Tinubu. It's a lie. It's not because of Tinubu. Let me tell you the secret behind bandits, Boko Haram and kidnappers. Mind you, it is not because of bad government, neither is it because of Tinubu. But it's because of those gods and idols that are in the land. Yes. Accept it or not. That is the secret. That is the secret. It is because of those gods and idols that are in the land. And I'm going to prove it for you in the Bible. Yeah. I will prove it for you in the Bible right now. When you read the book of Judges chapter 2 verse 11. When you read the book of Judges chapter what? Judges chapter 2. If you are with your Bible, you can open it there, or in your convenient time, you can read it. The book of Judges chapter 2 verse 11 to 14. And it says, the people served other gods, and it provoked God to anger. So therefore God delivered them to the hands of their oppressor, that they might destroy them. And he gave their enemies power over them, so they will not be able to defeat their enemies. Have you seen? So the Israelites, they served other gods. Okay? And when the Bible says the Israelites served other gods, it does not necessarily mean that it was the whole Israelites that served other gods. Some people in Israel were serving other gods. So because of those people in Israel that were serving other gods, then God delivered them to the hands of their enemies. And their enemies destroyed them. And they were not able to defeat their enemies. So also God has delivered you to your enemies, the bandits, the kidnappers, the Boko Haram. Why? Because of the gods and those idols that are in Nigeria. Okay? So the Lord is saying that for those kind of things to stop, it is not about protesting for government or something, no, but it's to get rid of all those idols. Can't you see that in the midst of the bandits, the kidnappers and the Boko Haram, you people are powerless? I should tell you why. Those bandits that are killing, listen and listen attentively. Before somebody will kill, killing is something that is done in secret. Okay, killing is something like, if you want to, like, let me say for example, I am not saying that I will kill, just using for example, just an example. So now if I want to kill somebody, it is something that I'll do in secret that nobody will see. But for me to have the courage that when I'm killing, I will use my phone to snap the person, to post it on social media, then that means I am trying to tell them that they are powerless. If they discover that I have done it in secret, they can come after me easily. But the fact that I have snapped it with my own hands, not that it was somebody that was hiding and doing me the video, I did the video myself of me killing, then that means I have told them that they are powerless, me doing the video to post it on social media. So do you think the police are fools? Or the armies are fools? They will reason it that what gave them that momentum, what gave them that courage to snap or to video as they are killing? It was not someone else that videoed them. It was the bandit, they themselves that did that video and post it on social media. So the armies and the police, they will be thinking what to give them that courage, because killing is something that have to be done in secret, but for them to video it, then the police and soldiers look at themselves and say we are powerless. Let me tell you, those police and soldiers, they are like, they also have thinking. Oh yes, they are also thinking of their children, how to live long, to enjoy the bigness of their wife, to enjoy the breast of their wife. Nobody is willing to sacrifice for you. They are not Jesus Christ. It is only Jesus Christ that can sacrifice his life for you. So Nigerians, don't be expecting soldier or police to be willing to sacrifice his or her life for you. No, if it is me, I would think, if to say the bandits are doing it in secret, that one, if I'm the military officer, I will make sure that I go and find them. But the fact that they have that courage to video as they are killing the people, not that somebody was hiding to video them, they themselves were the one that videoed them, then I would think that what gave the people that courage to do that? Then if I'm the one, I will withdraw. So what am I trying to say? God has given Nigerians like the enemies, okay? You, like your enemies, God has given them power over you. So Nigerians, God has given your enemies power over you. Why? Because there are some gods and idols in the land. So as we read what God did to the Israelites, the Bible said that the Israelites turned to other gods, and they were serving and they were having some idols. So God delivered their enemies into their hands, and the enemies were oppressing the Israelites, just as the bandits and those rulers are oppressing you people. Why? Because of the gods and the idols in the land. When you read the book of Leviticus chapter 26 verse 17, yeah, the book of Leviticus chapter 26 verse 17, and it said, I will set my face against you, and you shall be defeated by your enemies. Those who hate you will rule you. So have you seen, it is not the government that is causing it, or Tinubu. No. It is you people, because you people have failed to protest against the idols and those gods and deity. You failed to protest against them. So from now henceforth, the solution is not to protest what? The solution is not to protest against bad government or against Tinubu. No. Even the next government or the next president that will come, it will still be the same thing. But the only thing you have to do is to protest against idols. Remove the idols from the land. Because I don't know if you've come across this particular scripture in the Bible, that God was punishing the whole Israelites. And the Israelites were asking that, God, why are you doing this to us? What have we done? And God now say, there is somebody among you that have an idol. And the Israelites made research to look for that person that have that idol. And when they hold that person, I've forgotten the name of that person. Yeah, Achan or something. Achan was holding the idol. So when Joshua caught Achan with the idol, Joshua now told Achan, like when Joshua caught Achan with the idol, okay, Joshua told Achan, why have you brought this punishment and curse upon us? And they stoned Achan to death. So that is to say, God was punishing the Israelites because one person had an idol. So also God is punishing the whole Nigeria because of some of those idols in Ogun State, in those Yoruba State, in Igbo land, those kind of idols, like those kinds of gods and deity. Let me tell you the truth, that is the reason why God is allowing your enemies to rule over you. So when you read the Bible, when the enemies were ruling and oppressing the Israelites, it was not because of the government, but it's because God have allowed it. So to show you that God have delivered you Nigerians into the hands of your enemy, even Donald Trump that promised to come to and rescue you from the bandit and Boko Haram, how many months now have he promised? But have anything happened? No. Not that Trump don't have the power to do that. But the thing is that God have already delivered you Nigerians into the hands of your enemies, because he's angry with the idols and with those gods and deities that are there. So for all these things to stop, nothing can stop it unless you people protest against idols, unless you people persuade the kings and those traditional rulers to get rid of every idols that are in the land. If not, they will rule over you. That is why when you read the book of Psalm 106, Psalm 106 from verse 40 to verse 42, and it says, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people, and he gave them into the hands of their enemies, who hated and ruled over them. The enemies oppressed them and brought them under subjection. So the Lord brought them under the subjection of their enemies. That is to say, their enemies were ruling them. So you people that in Nigeria, your enemies are ruling you, is not because of bad government, but it's because of those gods, those deities, those idols that you people are giving reverence to. That is what is causing all those things. That's why when you read the book of Second Chronicles chapter 36 verse 17, and it says, therefore God brought against them the king of the Chaldeans, who killed their young men with sword, and had no compassion on their young men or virgin, nor on the old or weak people. So the Lord allowed this king to be killing the Israelites with the sword. Why? Because there are some idols, gods and deity in the land. So when you look at the world right now, you are seeing death rate. Death rate is becoming very, very rampant in the world. It is not the devil that is making people to die, or one kind of witchcraft. No. It is not the devil, because even before the devil will kill somebody, unless God approves it. Haven't you read that when Satan went to heaven, God told Satan, don't touch his person. God told Satan that don't touch the life of Job. That is to say, even Satan does not have right over any human being's life unless God have removed the shield of protection upon your life. So the reason why people are dying in the world is because God is very, very angry. God said, don't have any other God except me. And God said he's a jealous God, that don't have any other God except me. So a jealous person always kills. So God is a jealous God, and he said that do not have any other God except me. So the earth was created by God, and whenever God sees idols and other gods that people are still giving reference to, you see, that brings the anger, and it begins to make God to take away people out of the earth. So the earth that God created, when he sees idols and other gods that people are giving reverence to those things, so this brings the anger of God. And because of all this, God is taking away people out of the earth that he created. Just for example, if I build my own house with my money, I built my own house with what? With my money, and I kept people inside the house, and the people are not obeying my rules and regulation, what am I going to do? No, if it is you build your own house, and now you brought people inside the house, and people are not obeying your rules and regulation, what are you going to do? You will begin to take them out of the house. You begin to take them out of the house. So also God is taking people out of the earth because he's angry that they are not obeying his rules and regulation. They are going after other gods, they have other gods, and people are silent about that. People have just seen it as a normal thing. Can't you go and protest? You people, you're not going how am I going to put it? You're not going to protest against idols. But if it is South Africa must go, Ghana must go, Nigeria must go, that is the one that you people know how to protest about very, very well. But to protest against idol, to protest and say that, oh, this earth is for God, and no idol must be on this earth, no God apart from the living God must be served. You people will never do protest against that one. So that is what is making God to be very, very angry. Second Chronicles chapter 7 verse 19 and 20. It says, if you give reverence to other gods, I will uproot you out of the earth as I have put you. So God kept you in this earth. So if there are some gods and other deities that people are giving reference to, it kindles the anger of God. That is why God is taking away people out of the earth. And how will God take you away from the earth? God will just make you die. That's why God is allowing people to die. Yes, God is allowing people to die because the anger of God is on the earth. Yes, severe anger is on the earth because of the idols that are in this world, and people fail to speak, or to, let me say, demonstrate, or to do demonstration about all those things. That is why when you read the book of Deuteronomy, the yes, Deuteronomy chapter 13 verse 6 to 10, and it says, if any of your family or friend secretly entice you to serve other gods, don't have pity on that person, but kill that person. Yes, God was saying that if anybody should entice you to go after other gods, that don't pity that person, kill that person. But right now people are going after other gods. God will never tell me to go and kill that person, because God knows that if I go and kill that person, they will arrest me and they will put me inside prison. So God will kill you by himself. So that is why when you look at the world, people are dying anyhow. So sometimes you may be wondering, why are people just dying? Like, you just be there, you like, and you hear that somebody have died, and you'll be crying, you'll be angry. Yes, the anger of God is upon this earth because of idols, because of people are still giving reverence to deities. Yes, in Accra people are celebrating Homowo. Yeah, people are celebrating those kind of festival, not only in Accra, Ghana, even across the world. Those festivals that they are doing to give reverence to those gods and deity, that is what is kindling and is bringing out the anger of God. So God will kill you himself. Yeah, people in the world, God is just allowing them to die. Yes, so if people are dying, don't be saying, why are plenty people dying? Plenty people are dying. Plenty people are dying, and plenty people will continue to die. Why? Because the anger of the Lord remains on the earth, inasmuch as there are idols and gods and deity that people are still giving reference to. And hey, mind you, it will not only affect those people that are worshiping the idols, it will affect everybody. Yes, it will affect everybody, because you that are not worshiping the idols, why can't you go and protest? But if it is South Africa must go, and that one you can protest. If it is Nigeria must go, Nigeria must leave Ghana, that one you can protest. But if it is to protest against Homowo, that, oh, this earth belongs to God, let's protest against Homowo, you people cannot do that. If it is to protest against idols, that let us ban those shops in Accra from selling idols, that one you people cannot do that. But in Nigeria, if it is to protest against President Tinubu, you people can do that. If it is against to protest against those protests, you people can do that. But you people will not protest against those Igbo gods, those Igbo deity, like those kind of Ogun, those Yoruba gods and deity. You people cannot protest against all those ones. So God is very, very angry. God is very, very angry. So the Lord, when you read the book of Exodus chapter 32 verse 35, the Lord plagued the people because of what they did with the molded calf that Aaron made. Have you seen? So that is to say, when they say plague means something, or a sickness or a disease that kill number and masses of people. So when you look at the world today, God is killing people, just as he killed the people with plague because of the calf they worship, which Aaron had made. So right now God is also killing people. Yes, the COVID-19 and the Ebola, God allowed it to kill people. Yes, because he's angry with the idols, with the gods, and with the deity that some people are still giving reference to. So the reason why people are dying anyhow, the reason why people are not living up to their expected age, is because even after the gospel, even after we've heard the truth, still some people refuse to forsake their idols. And this is bringing the anger of God upon the earth. So today, next tomorrow, next year, forever, people are dying anyhow. Yes, the anger of God abides on this earth. It is not Satan that is killing anybody. Those people that God plagued and they died, those Israelites that they died, it was not Satan that killed them, but it was God that killed them, because they gave reverence to that molded calf that Aaron made. So also people are dying, not devil that is killing people, but God himself that is killing senseless. No, sorry for using that word. I don't have to use insultive word when preaching, but there's this kind of anger in me that when I see people not giving reference to the Almighty God and they are giving reference to idols. That is what is paining me. So all these things are making God to be angry. So if me, a human being, if I am angry because of idols, how much God? Imagine how God is angry because of idols. God is very, very angry. God dey vex. God dey vex well well. Yes. When you read the book of Leviticus chapter 26 verse 16, it says, I will bring disaster. Leviticus chapter 26 verse 16, God was saying that I will bring terror and disease that will consume you. So any disease that the world, or any pandemic that the world have, whether COVID, Ebola or something, it was God that allowed it to consume and to kill people, because the anger of God is what is on this earth because of idols. After the gospel have been preached, yet still some kings, some traditional rulers fail to put an end to, or to eliminate or to abolish those kind of idols. Yeah, so even the flood, the reason why God destroyed the earth with flood is because the people were going after other gods rather than him. Him that created the earth, they were not going after him, but it was somebody who knew nothing about the creation that the people were worshiping. That was why God made, that was what made God to destroy this world. And God is still destroying people, not only, but this time around it is not with flood, but he's destroying people through different ways. He just wants people to die. Yes, God is not sad about the death rate that is going on, because like, how am I going to put it? God is angry because of the idols. Look at when God killed those Israelites because they went after idols. Do you think God feel pity for them? Because they were going after idols and people were not demonstrating. So also God is not moved. If you like cry, God created his own earth. You will not give reverence to him, and you will be giving reverence to different gods. And after you will be saying God is wicked. Hey, you cannot show God anything. Yeah. You cannot show God anything. If you like, worship him. If you like, don't worship him. If you like, say I don't believe in God, or say all those nonsense. You cannot show God anything. When you die, God will put you inside hellfire, and you no go fit do anything. You no go fit do anything. You cannot show God anything. That's why when you look at the world, even I was watching one video when John Mahama was crying severely because of those people that died in the helicopter crash. So people will be wondering that what is the cause of this sudden death? And those people were on their way to church, like, not that they were going for bathing or something, no. But why are people just dying? When you look at the world, people are dying anyhow, dying. So the thing is because God is very angry with the way that idols are in this world. So the reason why even we that were not worshiping idols, God is also punishing us, like people that are worshiping idols. Why? Because we fail to protest and we fail to give serious warning. Because God said that if we say to the wicked that they will die and we fail to warn them, their blood will also be on our head. But if we warn them and they did not, then their blood will no longer be on our head. So instead of protesting against Tinubu, instead of protesting against Akufo-Addo, let us protest against idols, that they should be removed, that they should be terminated, that they should be in an extinct, and that they should be in an elimination. So I urge that John Mahama should have some meeting with the traditional council, with the traditional leaders, on how to put an end to idols. And make sure that, and I urge people to persuade their king and traditional rulers to put an to put an end to idols and reference of other gods and deity.